Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to be counting down the top 10 post-apocalyptic movies of all time. Whether you're a fan of dystopian worlds, survival stories, or just love a good action-packed film, we've got something for everyone on this list. Starting off our list at number 10 is This Is the End. A bunch of actors and Hollywood celebrities, including friends Jay Baruchel and Seth Rogen, are partying it up at James Franco's house when the biblical apocalypse hits, immediately killing Michael Cera, Rihanna, Mindy Kaling, Kevin Hart, and more. The survivors hunker down in Franco's house, but Danny McBride shows up and predictably makes things worse. They eventually venture out to watch the world burn. It's strange that a raunchy comedy is the movie that tackles the rapture as predicted by the Book of Revelations, but what else could combine a demonically possessed Jonah Hill, a despicable Michael Cera, a sex slave Channing Tatum, and an enthusiastic pack of cannibals and still make audiences cry from laughing? And when a few worthy survivors ascend to heaven and are treated to a Backstreet Boys concert, This Is the End is also the film to offer the most overt slice of hope.
What the fuck?! Come on, get out!
Coming in at number 9 is Interstellar. Famine and drought have plagued Earth, making it uninhabitable. Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway star as astronauts braving interstellar travel through a newly discovered wormhole in search of a planet that could sustain human life. Christopher Nolan's Interstellar engages viewers' dread in two brilliant ways, by confronting them with the inevitability of Earth's destruction, and by suggesting the sole solution lies in the infinite, unknowable horror of outer space. In its cerebral, thought-provoking way, it dared to ask hard questions and dared even bigger to leave them unanswered. Interstellar's end times are human-engineered, but so too, it hopes, is its salvation. This film is a tribute to human ingenuity.
And save them.
I have no idea when you're coming back. I'm coming back.
Next up at number 8 is Terminator 2. In the future, machines battle humans for control of the planet, and ultimately, survival. Skynet, a supercomputer, sends a T-1000 robot back in time to kill 10-year-old John Connor, Edward Furlong, before he can grow up to lead the human resistance. The T-1000 is powerful, but it will have to fight John's badass mom Sarah, Linda Hamilton, and the original, reformed, Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, to get to him. Almost any work of science fiction that focuses on robots or AI ultimately concludes that the robots will inevitably resolve to bring humans to extinction. Objectively, humans can't even say the robots are wrong. Yet hubris will always push humans to invent their own demise. At least in giving audiences The Terminator, director James Cameron has leveled the playing field and given viewers a reason to hope.
They lived only to face a new nightmare, the war against the machines.
At number 7 we have Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is a post-apocalyptic science fiction film that doesn't involve zombies or aliens but instead focuses on a realistic dilemma between the rich and poor in Earth's second ice age. Survivors of this catastrophic event must live on a train that can travel through the snow, with the poor living in bad conditions at the worst end of the train armed by guards and the rich enjoying their luxuries in premium compartments. Chris Evans stars as Curtis, a man determined to start a revolution by making a plan with his fellow companions to take over the engine room. Leads the cast in one of the best modern post-apocalyptic films, combining fantastical elements with social commentary.
There they are. That's how far they made it.
Taking the number 6 spot is I Am Legend. Will Smith delivers a tour de force performance as the last person left in a desolate New York in the post-apocalyptic thriller I Am Legend, an adaptation of the Richard Matheson novel that chronicles virologist Robert Neville's battle against cannibalistic creatures as he searches for fellow survivors and a crucial cure. The emotional and psychological toll of being a lone survivor of a mass extinction is front and center in the picture, as Neville develops a profound bond with his German shepherd Samantha and speaks to mannequins to help combat his loneliness. Smith found the dark subject matter and examination of Neville's sanity difficult to manage during production, and he reportedly struggled with not turning to humor to alleviate the somber set.
If there's anybody out there, anybody, please, you are not alone.
Halfway through our list at number 5 is Mad Max: Fury Road. It's astonishing that George Miller, at 70 years old and 3 decades after the last Mad Max film, had this in him, a massive, critically adored action spectacle that garnered 10 Academy Award nominations and was named the greatest film of the century in a poll of critics and audiences by Empire magazine. This is not hyperbole, with its detailed world-building, feminist allegories, incredibly impressive set pieces, committed performances, and brilliant effects. Mad Max: Fury Road is both the masterpiece and master of all apocalypse films. Fury Road was filled with explosive car chases across wasted deserts that explored the different factions of a distantly remembered society and the extremes they take to both survive and remain free in such a hard world. Coming in at number 4 is A Quiet Place. John Krasinski had made a career out of deadpanning to the camera in The Office and creating independent films like The Hollers, so he surprised everyone when he broke box office records with this small gem. Filmed with his wife for a budget of $17 million, compared to the $200 million budgets of other apocalyptic flicks like 2012, A Quiet Place differentiates itself by viewing the end of the world through the lens of parenthood, using a creative gimmick and sound design which went on to launch A Quiet Place franchise. Aside from the film being Oscar-nominated for Best Sound Editing, it has won 9 prestigious film awards, including American Film Institute, Saturn, and Critics' Choice Awards. Breaking into the top 3 is 28 Days Later, one of the most iconic post-apocalyptic horror movies ever made. Fans of Cillian Murphy will love watching this actor play a lead role in a movie that continues to be one of the best zombie movies that viewers can check out for themselves. The fact that the director, Danny Boyle, doesn't even consider this movie to be a zombie film at heart is a testament to how brilliant its themes really are. The political allegories and moments of calm serenity present in this movie make it a great watch in every way. 28 Days Later can be a tough watch at times, but the brilliant direction and enlightening events present in this movie make it worth watching for anyone who's a fan of deep, intricate themes told in a post-apocalyptic setting.
Water. Okay.
At number 2, we have The Road. The Road, a beautiful yet deeply depressing and disturbing film, follows a father, Viggo Mortensen, and son, Cody Smith-McPhee, as they travel through a post-apocalyptic world. These two characters don't actually have names in the movie, with their official casting being named Man and Boy to make them represent the entirety of mankind fighting in an eerie landscape. Roaming the streets for supplies, they encounter cannibals and other dangerous humans. It's an emotional story that leaves audiences on the edge, worried about the father and son's every move as they meet new people and find themselves in terrifying situations that only strengthen their bond in a realistic apocalypse movie.
You're gonna be around forever. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to look after yourself. Help me with a goddamn car!
And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is Children of Men. Something justifiably missing in most great apocalyptic films is a sense of hope, which makes sense considering the drab subject matter. For most of its running time, Alfonso Cuarón's Children of Men does not seem like a beacon of hope. What with its ashen grays and dirty browns, its hopeless and cynical protagonist, and the depiction of repeated hardships in cinematically masterful fashion. Yet, in the end, This bloody struggle is for something beautiful, life, hope, and a different tomorrow. While this film tells a story about all women becoming infertile, in the original novel written by P.D. James, the apocalypse was brought on by all men not being able to produce sperm. Although Children of Men was nominated for 3 Oscars, including Best Writing, Best Cinematography, and Best Film Editing, the film was seen as a financial failure, only bringing back $70 million of its $76 million budget. Regardless, it has come to be considered one of the greatest sci-fi films ever made.
I told you, amigo, the human project is real.
Yeah, but you're also the guy that believes in UFOs.
And there you have it, our top 10 post-apocalyptic movies of all time. Whether you're a fan of action, horror, or thought-provoking storytelling, there's something on this list for everyone. Let us know in the comments which post-apocalyptic movie is your favorite, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.